Prime is the true prize.
It's dangerous because people's spines get hurt. It's how I hurt my back.
Hi everybody, and that's how we're going to start today.
Oh wow!
Yes. With the totally out of context, and that's how I hurt my back.
Yeah.
Hi everybody.
Ah,
And
Hello.
over to you, Tim.
hello everyone, welcome back. Where were we? Well, fun and games last week as you got to Flamekeep and began to sort of look around, or rather, some of you went to do the tourist route, and Hope has started looking to try and track down where their parents used to live. And they got a bit of a success and a bit of a thing, and they found the neighbourhood, and they've even met the nice person who now lives in what was the old family home, who rather surprisingly did not let the rather tall, extremely large-winged, horned tiefling just walk into the house and start poking around looking for things that might have happened 18 odd years ago. So Hope is currently off looking for people to talk to in the neighbourhood. And we'll see what happens with that one. Meanwhile, a lot of you kind of ended up sort of doing the touristy bit, as I said, in this enormous church.
A cathedral, darling.
It's not the biggest. You are in Flamekeep, the home of the Silver Flame. So this wasn't the cathedral, but it was certainly very impressive, and the architecture nerds of the group had great time, and Thorin just about managed to stay awake. And
I totally didn't fall asleep. Gov, shut up.
No. And we just sort of exited with you sort of just wandering out into sort of like a pub garden next door, just to sort of regroup and have a think about what you were going to go do next. Now, fortunately, you do have a set of sending stones so that you can communicate back and forth with Hope. You just haven't done it yet, so neither of you really knows what you have or haven't found, but you're roughly up to speed with where you need to work.
I sent a...
Yeah, I think Kerner and Hope did Dooge
You had a
last
brief.
week?
You had a
Yeah.
brief communication.
Yeah.
So we're going to very quickly, just as much as sound checks as anything else, quickly go around the table before we sort of launch into it. Very quick note: Mother Mafia won't be joining us today for reasons. So Kerner will be doing some research. That'll be the thing that they go off to do. There are libraries and archives and things that they will go off and do, and that may or may not impact on things you guys go searching for later. Okay, it's going to be one of those sessions. Fantastic. Leah,
Hi.
literally just who you are, who you're playing, no weird questions this week because my brain isn't functioning. That's the plot twist. There's no weird question this week.
Oh my god. Okay.
Dun dun dun.
Fucking
Dun, dun,
hell.
dun. Hi everybody, I am Leah. I play the half-orc ranger Valenia. Yeah, this is my channel. Ta-da! I'm done. That didn't take long. Oh, and I've got pizza because cheat day.
Why not? Moon, hi.
Hi, I'm Moon. I normally don't go second. I play Arwen, the halfling cleric, and I'm here.
Yay! Bunny!
Hello, I'm Bunny. I played Lord Foreign Amberhammer. And yeah, I'm drinking a cup of tea and trying not to get distracted by fan fiction.
Fair enough, honest. And Morgwan. Worth it for the look on the face.
I will do my bit if you say my name correctly.
Ooh, someone's getting
Moving on.
sassy over there.
Just give him the look, Tim.
Now, children, play nice.
And if you can't play nice, do it consensually.
Exactly.
Hi, my name is Morgan.
Hi, Morgan.
Uh,
And I'm an alcoholic. Sorry, after Moon's response, I had to do that. So I play Kalima. I play Hope.
Hope.
Hope,
Yes.
the
Dead naming your own character.
non-binary tiefling, cleric, warlock, all that gubbins, trauma, blah blah blah.
And I, of course, am your DM, and I currently have a big cup of coffee, so all is well with the world. So, let's just bring you all into... Let's go with this location, I think. Now, hopefully for most of you, you will start to get a screen appearing.
yeah, it's starting to do the thing. But
Should be a
remember,
big
my
cartoon.
laptop's about 1 billion years old compared to everyone else.
That's all right. I'm just going to turn
But
off
yeah.
the dynamic lighting.
Yeah,
There you go.
because
So you should all be able to see it now.
Yeah, because otherwise my laptop will probably just crap itself.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, it's fine. It's caught up.
There you are. In the proverbial pub garden.
Hey.
And I haven't loaded it up with NPCs because it's just a holding screen for this moment in time while we work out what we're going to do. So you last time were making mention of wanting to do things like look at markets or other things like that, but bearing in mind the information that Hope has passed on of what they found so far, that may of course have changed in the meantime. So I will, as the biggest bunch of people, ask you guys what you want to start with.
I can't remember what Hope passed on.
Or perhaps maybe that's the way of doing it. Would you
Okay,
like to
yeah,
relay what information you're
Yeah,
passing on to them?
Yeah, just gonna say, heading off to a local pub.
Okay. Helpful.
What? So with no information about what else you found, just off to.
Or which pub?
Well, I've not been given a name for the pub.
Because you haven't found it yet.
Oh, shush you. Alright. I'm gonna go off to find the local pub.
Okay.
And once I find the local pub, I will then relay
Where you are.
you know, house being abandoned, elf living there, gone to insert name of pub.
Okay.
Is that what you actually say, or do you say the pub's name?
I say the pub's name, Moon.
Someone's in a sassy mood.
I
Wow.
know what Morgan's basically going on about. That's the general gist of what's going to be said, and just obviously insert name when it's found.
Okay, the pub that you have found, or that you will end up finding shortly, because I had intended to actually sort of role play a little bit further on. It's called It's called Baldway's Arms Tavern.
Oh, lovely.
So you're given like the general area where you're going to be, Baldway's Arms Tavern.
Da, 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 da.
Okay, fair enough. So with that information, what do you folks want to do?
So, if I remember rightly, Hope's dad had was an apothecary.
Yeah.
And was
He
quite,
was a chemist. He wasn't an apothecary all by himself.
but he was not massively well known in the city, but enough that people knew his name.
Certainly enough that House Jarasco had records and an outstanding bill, and from that enough records that they were able to track down the last known address. Yes.
Okay, right. You said there's a market nearby as well.
Yeah. You're in a very, very large city. So
So
you name it, there's going to be something you can track down.
So really, if we send Kerner off to go and find information in a library or or a civic office that has records and the such, maybe even of births,
Mm-hmm.
because
Okay.
I would hope that this city has some sort of registry of births.
You'd certainly hope and expect so. Yeah. Let me look it up.
Hope.
Hope, don't wander
Sorry.
off because we don't want to lose Hope.
On that note, good night,
Don't worry.
everyone.
We can do it
I've
with
got
hope on
kind of
our
catch to
side.
pick up there. There you go.
I think yeah, we'll send Kerner off to do that.
Mhm.
Maybe Foreign can use some of his regal background to right.
What am I doing?
Maybe Foreign can use some of his regal background to like grease a few. I was gonna say grease a few purses, and that sounds really wrong.
I mean, you know, if I have to.
Loosen a few lips. That sounds even what fuck's sake.
Do you basically want me to maybe like possibly bribe a few people?
Maybe, or like say I'm Lord Foreign Amber Hammer from so and so. You know, we're looking for information on, sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sure I can do that. I'm sure I can like pull a few strings and what have you.
And in the meantime, and while we're sorting that sort of thing out, I'm gonna go and get a couple of drinks for people.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Right.
Do we know how
Okay.
much? Do we know how much the outstanding balance was, or did Morgan pay that?
Morgan paid it, but I don't think they probably told you.
No.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Anybody else? I'll let somebody else speak.
Right. Okay. So,
Sorry.
you sort of decide to go have a look and try and track down some of the locals and sort of try and get some sort of idea about well, anything really in terms of the past, wasn't it? And certainly make a perception roll for me, please.
A perception.
Oh yeah. Lovely. And then could you make a history check for me as well, please? Okay, let's on the hits. Okay, so obviously a big thing that is a major thing about Flamekeep is that it is a stronghold of the Silver Flame. It's the majority religion in the area. But something you notice as you are wandering around this area is it doesn't have. I mean, remember last time we sort of said it was a bit more run down and it wasn't um, as well travelled and have sort of seen better days. And it's finally clicks on you as to what it is that's a little bit different. Is that the sort of the symbols everywhere, the silver flame and the pennants and things like that are not in as great abundance here. In fact, you're seeing a lot more of the kind of smaller shrines and the sort of the general sort of marking of the sovereign host.
Bless you.
Um, which is probably why it took you so long to notice it, because it's actually what you're more used to,
Don't you mean it's what I'm more used to?
if you like. Take 1d4 psychic damage. So yeah, so with that in mind, suddenly finding somewhere called Baldway's Arms Tavern, it's not such a utter surprise to you when you walk on in to find that, as well as tables or chairs, and there's sort of a main bar, and there's a secondary one off that you can sort of see an opening to. But at the foot of stairs heading up, you see a small shrine to Baldry, just sort of set up there where people can sort of make things. And one of the things that they've got as part of that is a ledger for people sort of as they come, sort of just a visitor's ledger. But that's just part of how they do the making people welcome and that kind of hearth and home aspect.
How big is the ledger?
Now, one of those sort of it's a big sort of big chunky.
So like an Argos catalog.
In terms of the kind of thickness and heft, I think that's probably a fair description. I was thinking more kind of you think your sort of your classic family Bible. It's big, thick, sort of heavy.
Okay.
That sort of thing. Yes, they'll notice if you walk off with it.
Hope is going to go over, flick a couple of gold into the shrine, do a little prayer, and then look at the ledger and start flicking through to older pages.
Okay.
I love the fact you use the term.
Yeah.
Family,
Okay.
I love the fact you use the term family Bible. That's something that doesn't really exist anymore.
Yeah, so I'm gonna look through and try and find anything to do with Pope's time.
Okay, and it certainly looks like it goes back quite well, many years. It looks it sort of it looks like this is seen some travel and seen some mood, seen some time. Starting to sort of get back the years and sort of starting to get back towards that area. You sort of get barkeep warms up and sort of says, "Hello, do you want anything to eat or drink while you're here, traveller?"
Hope kind of like holding the pages, looks up and goes, "Apple juice?"
Oh, I'm sure we can find some of that. Absolutely.
Uh,
Anything to eat as well?
Sandwiches?
Okay. Anything particular?
No.
I'm sure we can whip something up. Not a problem.
Uh,
Where do you want to sit?
Reserve our window, please.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. I'll give you a shout when it's ready.
Okay. How long have you lived here?
Me? Oh, most of my life, really.
And
the guy looks in his mid-early 40s.
Hope's gonna put like a knitting needle onto the page that they've got to,
Hmm.
just they don't lose there, and then sort of like stands up, brushes themselves off, and goes, I don't suppose you know of the Norbrands, do? Do.
Wow, those were words.
Manam.
I see Hope has forgotten how to talk.
Oh no, I hope that's not the case.
He sort of that's a bit of a. I mean, obviously there's the old warehouse. Why do you ask?
Um. Fuck, what did I give the mum the name of?
Donna.
Well, I'm Stefan and Donna's child.
Oh, I didn't realise they had another. Oh. Oh, forget I said. Food's on the house. Take a seat if you want. Are you staying long, or are you moving through, or?
I'm saying for as long as it takes me to figure out where they went after here.
That's something that not many know. Okay. Well, by all means, obviously that explains why you're looking back through the old book. Feel free, feel free to look. And I'm sure some of the regulars, some of the older regulars uh, might be able to.
Are you okay? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Um,
I've never heard that noise come at you then.
I mean, well, I don't. Well, I don't know all the details. Um, Listen, look, let me get your food order sorted, and uh, I'll come and um well, I guess I'll tell you what I know. And I'm sorry. I'm, and he kind of bustles off.
Hope kind of looks up at Cole and goes, wait, looks up. How tall is Cole? I've got his character sheet. Why am I asking? This is why. This is why I should not open my mouth. Just go. Oh, Cole shorter. Didn't realise. Anyway, Hope kind of looks at Cole and goes, did you notice anything a bit weird then?
Well, I've never heard you mention a younger sibling. And he seemed quite alarmed, I'd say.
Once my younger sibling was born, that's when I was abandoned.
No, you've got an sorry, older sibling, not younger sibling. Yeah, so no, you've got a younger sibling. Sorry, they were saying that's suggesting an older sibling. And he said, "Oh, I didn't know they had another one."
Oh shit! Because I know for definite I said that their brother was young. Oh god! So many things. Well, I was their firstborn, according to Ben.
What do you want to do?
Hope's going to pick up the ledger
Mm-hmm.
and waddle over to the table and just sort of like slam it down. Basically, just imagine Hermione going to.
Okay. Start to sort of look through. What are you looking for? I'm gonna.
Just names of like anyone with like the last name.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Can I do it with advantage because Cole's helping me?
No.
I love like the amount of times you just try to get advantage.
The amount of times, even in our game, Morgan's like, "Can I have advantage?" I was like, "No."
Okay. Right. So while you're doing that, I'm just going to flick to the other. Okay. So, yourselves. Actually, Cole shouldn't be there. He should be taking off the layout. So, yeah, what are you doing? So, Kerner's gone off in search of records.
Right, just poke me in the direction of people I potentially need to go and bribe.
Just wondering where we can go. We did the church. We've done that. We're in the pub.
Yeah.
We've got information. Not a lot of information to go by, but what about the church where Morgan was dropped off? That's not here, is it?
No, that's in Corth, which is in Carnath. That's the next stop.
Yeah.
That you're going to be travelling to.
Okay. Moon ideas. My brain's just absolutely fried itself. My brain's just fried itself completely. Right.
Do you think my brain's any better? I'm not sure like what investigating we can do with the information that technically our characters know.
Or do you want to go try and catch up?
I mean, we can always go try catch up because we've got Kana would be researching the information, which is all that we can do. There's not much we can do ourselves, so I think the best we can do is trying to catch up with Hope.
In case they need help.
Yeah, that, and I do believe both Thorin and Valenia might want to go to a pub.
Yes.
No, Valenia's fine. Valenia is.
And Arwen's already had his little moment of going to the cathedral.
Okay. So is that what you're going to do? You've got a name. You've got a rough idea.
Yeah, I think we'll go and join Morgan.
Just got an image of them going to the address and going, "Hi."
Yeah, I feel like going to the pub. Like Arwen's had to like hold Thorin back from going to every single pub and doing a pub crawl.
And maybe I just get a bit disappointed when I get the no.
It's like, no, Hope it's not
"Aw."
in that one. And I just imagine there's like, no, they could.
It's like, should we just check? We can stop for a drink at the same time.
No, Thorin, we need to catch up with Hope.
I mean, we could always go to the where Hope's house was, and just turn up with a 6'2" half orc, and a lord of a dwarf tribe. I mean, that might loosen a few lips.
It would certainly get the gossip going. That is to be said.
Being the voice of reason, we don't want to get arrested. Thank you very much.
Okay, we'll go and join Hope.
Because likely, if we tried that, we'll get arrested for both trespassing and it's not threatening. You can get arrested. It's something else, isn't it? It is threats, isn't it?
I mean, you can get arrested for threatening behaviour.
Yeah, there you go. We'll get arrested for both threatening behaviour and trespassing. So I would think we would rather not get arrested.
It'd probably be one of the most normal reasons for I've got into trouble, but hey ho.
I don't want to know.
No, you don't.
Is it?
Probably.
Is there any bookstalls or anything on the way?
Oh yes.
Make a quick investigation check to see what's on the way.
Just because it'd be funny.
Oh, I was more because like, wait, you're excited for a bookshop? I'm like, oh wait, that's why.
29.
You are certainly able to find a bookshop with that role, whatever variety you're looking for. So, what kind of bookshop are you looking for?
We're looking for foreign smut.
Yay! I need to add to my collection that I've now built up at the hold.
Okay. Yeah, you find. You find a bookshop called Lillian's Nook, and
Even the name sounds rude.
absolutely, and it's very discreet. The windows are the windows are sort of a frosted glass sort of for half, and then just at the top level to take stuff through. The books are plenty of shelves and scrolls and things of different things, and sort of illustrated sort of things, sort of open on sort of on cushions to display certain things, and sort of glass display cabinets, and yes, there's sort of a yes, there's a few people in there browsing and looking, and sort of just quite a little gentle sort of there's someone in the corner just plucking on a lyre, just sort of gentle music in the background, and yes,
Did the liar consent? Oh, you mean liar, as in an instrument.
that's the one. And yes, wander on in. Congratulations, you have found a bookshop. Well done.
Awesome. Right, I'm off to go and see if I can find any, and just generally knows.
Fair enough. You are able to find a couple of sort of selections of things. And they look like they're sort of flicking through. Sort of looks like they're sort of looks like there's a good sort of 15, 16 books in the series, and then there's like a second series that seems to have started by a different author. So yes, it's that sort of spoiled for choice, really. A mere silver piece per book. They're quite nicely nicely bound, and
Flavia just walks up and
seems
goes.
to be-
Flavia just walks up and goes, "I'll take the lot."
I was literally about to do the whole. I will buy all the volumes that are missing from the first one plus the second series, and be like, right, there we go.
I think you only had about 3 or 4, so that's 15 plus 5. So that's 18 books in total, 18 silver.
Okay, sounds good to me.
And sort of the vaguely, oh, right, okay, and sort of would you like them wrapped, or I might have a box or something. You can carry them in. Are you okay for? Sort of,
Oh, and could you bring your hole over?
Arwen,
Right.
at that, he is instantly going to walk. He is just walking away. He's kind of like when your friends are embarrassing you in public and you just pretend not to know them.
No,
He's
No,
doing
not
that.
at all.
He's just pretending he doesn't know you guys right now.
To which I just smile and go, "It's all right. We have a bag that we can put these in."
Oh, okay, fair enough. That's lovely. Good grief. Right, okay, fair enough. They are doing that then.
Yeah, sorted.
Yeah, very surprised, but yes, they're able to. They're very careful. Would you like them wrapped before we?
Why not?
Okay, you sort of spend some time, sort of getting sort of paper and sort of wrapping them up gently, and sort of they sort of choose a nice kind of deep lilac and sort of little sort of gentle sort of bow string around it just to hold each one, and sort of assemble this pile and sort of very quietly, sort of very very well practiced. And before long, there you have this large stack, sort of three piles of 6 books each, and hands them over and tells out and says, "Well, lovely to meet someone who knows what who knows what they're looking for, and please don't hesitate to come back. If there's anything in particular you're looking for as a style and a genre, then
I just look and
do
go,
let me know."
if you didn't know, this is the Lord Foreign Amberhammer.
Gosh,
George then smile over the pile of books like, "Hi."
well, a pleasure to meet you. I'm you can tell he doesn't believe a word of it. Pleasure to meet you, sir, and what honor it is
Well, if,
to meet you. And
if you could, how often do you get these books in?
well, I mean, I'll have you. Well, in terms of the new ones have only really sort of started coming out. These old, this series is quite old. They haven't had any out in years. But this new author, I think they're sort of apparently there's another one due in about sort of another 6 months or so.
So
We'll have to sort of keep an eye out.
if I leave a gold piece, you could forward these on to the Amberhammer hold in to be sent to us.
Yes, of course, I can do that. We'll do. Yeah, we can.
I'm just going to plop down a gold piece.
Okay, so, gets his ledger out and starts to write it down. And what name do I put this against on the order?
You could put it against Lord Foreign Amberhammer.
Lord. Okay, fair enough. I shall do that then. Okay.
And I'm like, "Nice one."
I'm pretty sure I've just lost the gold.
Was it worth it?
Definitely.
Okay. Okay, yeah, do that, and you're able to sort of then sort of wander out and carry on your way.
My wayward son. What?
Bear with me, just want to sort something out. Okay. Other than that, making your way through the town.
Walking fast.
There it is.
Fast and a bang bang.
There it is.
Bang.
Lost me completely.
Vanessa Colton, 1,000 Miles.
Oh, okay, right,
Fucking legend.
okay. I think.
Oh. At least I knew that was going to come up at some point today.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. You make your way through the usual sights and sounds of the city. It's as I mentioned earlier, quite a martial presence. There's also lots of guards, lots of passers-by. It's very sort of very very much that thing. And it's very much that thing as you're sort of trying to make your way towards where Hope is sort of described. Again, you also experience this thing where streets start to get a little bit narrower, where uh, the kind of the silver flame heraldry becomes sort of less prominent, and sort of just that sort of very much that kind of feeling of things having sort of seen better days. And it's every now and then sort of stop to sort of ask directions sort of thing. And it's that sort of thing as soon as you're getting nearer, people sort of have a better sort of you're getting more clearer and clearer answers the nearer you're getting to the area. So it's obviously well known in the area. Could you make however an investigation roll? Let's just sort of see, basically just to see how long it takes you to get there, to be honest, is the
Ooh, that's not a good roll. 16 on my part.
Okay, fair enough. That'll do. That's lovely. So while they are travelling, bartender arrives, returns. It's going to just to save me flipping things around. There we go. New things will start to. Start to appear there. You guys haven't arrived yet, but you should all be there on the map. And so I've come back with the apple juice, sort of a spread of sort of sandwiches with some cold cut meats and some cheese and sort of like
Sounds
salad
smashing.
and bits and yeah, it's a big doorstop bloomer type thing, you know. And as it says and he sort of kind of waves to the sort of the wait staff to sort of just give us some time. And so there's a few people kind of wandering in and out, sort of general sort of vessel. So Northerns. I didn't catch your name.
My name's Hope.
Oh, okay. Oh, didn't hear that name.
Oh Jesus! Sorry. Music jump scare. I actually just got jump scared.
Don't scared by gentle generic music. There you go.
Random moon
Sorry.
jump scare.
Sorry, guys.
We should have a
Sorry?
moon, we should have a moon jump scare counter because it happens at least one session.
Wait, does it?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, I'm Lauren. I'm the owner, owner of Bulldoze Arms, and yeah, I mean, yeah, kind of knew your parents, sort of, you know, to see them in the street, sort of thing. Didn't know them too well, but I remember them owning the kind of the store and the kind of the business and live in the home and everything else like that. And
You said another child.
yeah, a bit low in. That was a shame.
What happened?
Oh, you really don't know.
They dropped me off at a temple when I was 5.
Well, I mean, I knew them before you were born. I didn't even know that you were. You know, he's doing a fairly good job of not sort of constantly looking at the horns, and then that sort of he's looking quite sort of that sort of slightly uncomfortable, sort of trying not to stare, but sort of try to intensity sort of
Kind of like if someone has a pimple, like right in the middle of their nose or something.
yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, it's that whole sort of knows he really shouldn't comment, but it's just
It's like Austin Powers with the Molly.
Molly.
When someone else makes a guacamole.
oh dear. The yeah, I mean, your parents were hardworking, and they had their circle of people, and they were, you know, like ourselves. They sort of kept to the host, and that was difficult. You got to remember it's time of war, and everyone's very sort of trying to protect our way of life, and all sorts of tensions back and forth with that. and it was just, I mean, I remember your dad sort of would, he'd kind of he was like a distributor for Tabasco, especially in this neck of the woods where it was just that little bit sort of quiet. A lot of people had gone away to the war, and he also sort of did a bit of a sideline in sort of textiles and carpets, and I mean that was more Donna's thing really. She was a weaver, and
I'm trying so hard not to make the scrawny joke.
and they they kept the host, and they every now and then come in here, and you just kind of reach that point where you've sort of you found their names in the ledger. They'd come here, and then they started also sort of leaning towards Alloway and sort of that sort of. They had a hard time. I think times were tough, and they loved each other very much. But they had the youngster. They had little Owen, and he was.
Was he like me or like them?
Owen, he was human. He was human. He was. I mean, he was only about 3. Little sort of light brown hair, and little smile, running everywhere, and so I understand. I think people were busy, and people would come through, and
What happens with him?
he got run down. The merchant in his cart, and your parents were never quite the same. And they fell in with well, it was a church that called themselves the Half Flame, and they kind of moved away from us. They had their bunch of people, and they worshipped Boldrai and Arroweye, and there was something darker in there as well about the passion, and the people saying that they worship the Fury as well, and well, people. Time of war, people die, and there just seemed to suddenly be a lot of red candles and a lot of more deaths, perhaps, than you might have expected. We kind of. It's hard to sort of. I don't want to. I mean, your folks. People blamed them for a rash of murders. It couldn't have been them. There were always witnesses that it couldn't have been them, but it always seemed to be connected. First, the merchant turned up dead, then people who'd been working for him, the driver of the cart, had an accident, and then people that they knew would start having accidents, and rumours started going round that they were connected to it, and there was a story There was a story that if you saw a red candle, that it was a plea for the death of someone. And I never saw them myself, but there are still buildings in the area and houses in the area where you can see red wax stains. It was wider practice than, wasn't just them. There were, like I said, a bunch of these people that they were with, and the rumor was that you could make a plea to the Fury that if you put out a red candle and you carved the name of the one that you wanted revenge, that another worshipper or an agent of the gods would bring harm to that person.
Sounds like a fucking death note.
And yeah, I don't. All I know is that after about 6 months or so, there was fighting, there was a lot of screaming and shouting, and they left. And there were a number of people who weren't seen again. Some said it was sort of a invasion. It was a strike by Karnath. Others that, I mean, there are some people saying devils are involved, but that's a weird thing that people start sort of blaming all sorts of things. But they just sort of one day they everything was shut up and they were gone, and we all just kind of decided that we just kind of let it be just quietly on its own and just sort of just try and get on, because we had bigger things to worry about. But the death stopped, and well, it's more than usual. It was, like I said, it was a time of war.
Did you ever recall seeing a small red tiefling child with them?
Make an insight check. No, there weren't any. He's hiding something, but he's looking. Good luck hunting whatever you want, whatever you're looking for.
You know something.
Okay, I'm going to say this once. Look around. How many tieflings do you see in the streets?
None.
Yeah. He gets up and walks away. And this is about the point where everyone else turns up. Literally just pulling up signs there outside the door, those arms, sort of big, sort of general sort of representation of the welcoming arms of Hearth and Home. And you sort of open the door and you can see Hope and Cole at a table, with food and drink in front of them. Barkeep's just kind of wandered off back to the bar. There's a few people milling around. You hear that ding on the door, and
So
Renia's face peering in.
as we enter, obviously oblivious to the seriousness of the conversation that just happened, everyone just hears Arwen calling out to Thorin, going, "Please don't drink them under."
All right, how very dare you?
You can hear Valenia coming down the road, going, "Arwen, don't forget your smut books.
They're not mine. You hold them.
We just want to put them in your hole."
You are not doing anything of the sort. I do not consent to this.
And I'm like, oh, go on, Aaron, please.
No, you are not sticking anything in my hole.
Do we notice that Kayluma is
Do you mean Hope?
Hope? Sorry.
Hope is looking a little sort of quiet, and Cole is sort of shuffling and shifting a little, sort of. Well, he's not really giving much away, but then he never does, really, does he? You do notice that you are certainly in this room. Everyone else is human. You are the only. We have a doll. So yes, we.
Are we being
very,
stared at?
very noticeable. You are that, for example, Valenia is the only half orc in the building. Thorin is the only dwarf, and Arwen is the only halfling.
All you see is Valenia walk past, like, I don't know, like some old guy, and she just goes, right.
Yeah, boss. Yeah, I mean, they don't seem. There doesn't seem to be any animosity. It's just, it's a very, very human neighbourhood.
Damn, that sounds boring.
Looks out the window.
I see trees.
I just decide to be my usual bimbling self and just come over to the table, plonk myself down, and I'm like, all right.
I throw down the books. I just throw down one of the piles of books in front of Hope and just go, ta-da.
Children, the lot of them. You leave them for 2 seconds and they're already trying to find these books, sticking them in my hole. Children.
It's like, oi, at least we asked you first.
And I said no, and the answer still stands. No.
Then I said, do I notice that the air is a bit tense?
Make a perception check. Make an insight check, rather.
Okay.
Well, Hope really carries all their emotions on their sleeve.
Yeah, I know, but they're a little busy, so
27.
We're being our usual bimbling selves at the moment.
yeah.
And I just go,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
At that, Hope just bursts into tears and throws themselves. Basically, kind of just clambers over the table and just plonks themselves in Cole's arms.
Gathers you.
Just cries on his shoulder.
It under other circumstances, it'd be slightly comical because yes, Cole is shorter than than Hope, but yes, he sort of curls up in his lap and he in that sort of slightly sort of distracted way of that sort of gentle sort of pat on the sort of.
You mean Drax to Rocket?
Yeah, that sort of.
The awkward patting on the head, yeah.
Yeah.
So I then stop and go, is a shot of whiskey in order?
The last time I had alcohol, I got wings. I don't want to risk getting.
And I maybe dig through and find a handkerchief and go, would you like a hanky instead?
I had an older brother.
Well, that's when I just do the whole insistent, have the hanky, there you go.
That's when Hope very unattractively. This is the most unattractive you've ever seen Hope. Just sort of blow their nose. So the manly full on us.
Full on honk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when they look up and go, my brother died.
And I'm like, wait, what, you had a brother?
His name was Oren, and he was so sweet, and he died.
To which I just go very sort of typical South, and I'm like, right, I think this needs a round of something. And I go to get drinks.
Yeah, no worries.
Valenia's just looking at Arwen, just like. Just like,
Arwen is going to like look at Valenia, look at Hope, and go, "My condolences." And then just awkwardly pat Hope's shoulder.
Beers are a couple of silver each. A good strong shot of whiskey. Say, call it 3 silver.
Okay. So I come over, give the shot of whiskey or D&D equivalent to Hope, and I'm like, right, get that down your neck. And I'm not taking any arguments.
Hope just hands it off to Valenia.
Okay.
God damn it! I was hoping you'd wake up with tentacles this time.
Valenia, we know that would not happen. If anything, Hope would gain. Out of character, what are those things above angels called?
A halo.
Halos.
Thank you.
And then I just go, I was hoping that like they would have maybe sort of sprouted an extra pair of boobs or something. That would have been quite funny.
So basically, we've gone from Hope becoming a mind flayer, an actual fucking angel, or a cow.
I mean, I've read it.
Why not? Why not all 3? An angelic mind flare cow.
Look, I am just a dwarf. You're going to get the sort of like very stupid or smutty comment.
I mean, there's whole new subreddits right there, isn't it? Really, I'm just.
Angelic
A
mind flayer
new
cow.
book has dropped. New fan fiction, guys.
Me totally doesn't open a new Word document and starts writing.
God.
Oh, this is why we shouldn't be unsupervised.
We need an adult, a more adulty adult.
Hope's gonna, through snottiness,
Yeah.
regale what the barkeep told them, getting Cole to sort of like translate sometimes if they're getting a bit too emotional.
Okay.
And judging from it, they never introduced me to anyone.
So that's a lot to take on.
Just a bit.
Hope very like
There's sort of this widening. It's not a widening circle, but there's a definite thing of people seeming basically preferring to go into the other bar while this is all loud and
Hope
snotty.
hands the hanky back to Thorin, snot down on his palm.
I just had an image in my head going slightly meta here. You know that scene in Who Framed Roger Rabbit where Roger full on blows his nose and hands it back to Bob Hoskins?
Yeah.
That's just what I've got in my head, me picking it up going, thanks, and maybe I go put it in the nearest bin.
So comes over with a drink and sort of hands them down and this, that, and the other. And...
That's what I'm going to look at the server and go, bring me vodka.
Oh my god.
Okay. Windows off.
Oh dear, this is going to be a long night.
And Hope just starts.
Comes back. 3 silver.
Hope with very snotty hands.
Shall I keep a tab?
I'm
Valenia
like,
just
hold
on,
nods.
dear.
Valenia just
Hope
nods.
looks up at the waiter.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
goes, did your parents love you?
Oh goodness sake, here we go. Oh dear.
Yes.
So am
No,
I.
I just look at the sort of member of staff doing the whole, I am so sorry.
Are they still alive?
Yeah.
Hold them close. Tell them that you love them.
Oh
I'll
dear.
keep the tab behind the bar. Just. Do you want another one?
Valenia's just there
Oh.
nodding away.
This is it. This is Hope's. This is how Hope becomes a pisshead.
Like,
Arwen is going to try to sneakily go to the bartender and hand over the tankard of sobriety.
okay.
What do the give it to them and that? Yeah.
Yeah, that like try to whisper, going, "Make sure that nothing bad happens. Use this. Give it back to me in the morning."
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay.
It's like, do you really want a? Do you really want this to probably get worse?
I mean, no. To be honest, keep them.
If you think that if
Funny,
you
but
can,
I mean, we will cut them off if they're
yeah,
getting too rowdy.
yeah.
But,
You can
it's
say
a
you can
family
give like a
home.
few alcoholic, but if you think that a bit too much is ordered, use my tankard. I'll have it back in the morning.
Okay, fair enough. And he puts it on a separate shelf so it doesn't get caught up in the other bits and pieces. Another drink wise.
That sort of like Hope just looks up and sort of like just makeup fucking streaming, looking like a mess, going, "I'm so sorry. You didn't sign up for this. I look a mess."
If it helps you any, I didn't sign up for any of this.
To which I maybe elbow Arwen, and I'm just like, and I'm like, Hope, don't be daft. We are friends.
Oh no, I didn't mean this, Hope. I mean, the whole death side of things. I didn't sign up for any of that, so this is fine. This is nothing compared to nearly dying.
I'm the beholder right now.
Makes one of us.
And that's when sort of like Hope wipes away tears and goes, "I've just poked myself in the eye."
Dear.
Paul kind of pushes the ledger across to Valenia, probably in the first instance. Says, we found that obviously this ledger looks like it's been here for years. It's list of names of people who are in the area, who are at least part of Boldway and stuff. But there might be some names in there to go with, get more information. Or we did find the old home, but there's someone new in there. They've only just bought it up, but there's whole bits of it. It's like a little complex. It's like a warehouse, a lot of shop area, stuff like that, that's still sealed up.
So
Might be some clues in there, but we'd have to break in.
So we could either break in, or we could persuade the person that that we.
He's a very nice elf. Don't hurt him. He's really nice.
He wasn't keen on letting us in, and he did say, "Well, what would you think if you just bought a place and someone said they wanted to have a route round?"
I mean, we could always offer him some gold if need be.
Maybe you could sleep with him, Valenia. Get him tired enough.
She just looks disgusted.
Our elf's not your thing. I'm sorry.
This is a very long conversation that we probably won't have right now.
Is it because your parents won't approve? Well, how would I know? My parents don't love me.
What time of day is it, Tim?
At this point, it is. You've probably spent a couple of hours dotting around, so it's probably about 4ish. So it's getting on towards the afternoon. Yeah, so evening started to draw in. It's light started to fade.
Mm-hmm. Well, how far away is it, Hope?
About 10-minute walk. Yeah, about 10-minute walk or so.
Oh, what does your god say about breaking and entering?
Wait, you saying that to Arwen?
Yeah.
Arwen is going to just look as like, well, I don't think don't recall anything specifically saying. However, that is against the law. I think we could probably find another way in without breaking the law.
Yeah, but
How
where's the
about-
fun in that?
How about Arwen stay here with me, and then if, as and when we pass on, we won't get done for this because we have plausible deniability.
Cole, how about how do you feel about
I can look after
What-
Hope,
what
and
about-
you
what-
two can.
what about if me, Cole, and Thorin wander off? And
I will
then-
feign
then
ignorance.
you don't need to know about what's going on.
If you get caught, I am not paying a bail.
Yeah.
That is my terms. I will not pay your bail. And I will look after Hope as a good friend would.
You consider me a friend?
I consider you my family.
And just Hope throws themselves at Arwen and goes, "I love you."
Because of when you say because of how short he is, I would just imagine just like knocking him on the floor. It's like, whoa.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Breathe.
You.
I can't breathe.
Tim, are you okay if we take a quick break?
Absolutely. Should we call that a bio break and teas, coffees, and everything
Yep.
else like that? No problem at all.
Okay, we will
Sounds
be back.
good.
We'll be right back in a short while, which is exactly what we are going to be doing, Logan. And we will be back very, very shortly. Please go and get your drinks, etc., etc. And yes, we will see you soon.
Okay.
everybody, we're back.
Welcome back, everyone. Yes. So you have, after some back and forth, decided as the evening draws in to make your way back to the sort of the area where Hope's family used to live, which from the description you've had consists of an area where there's the house, which has this nice gentleman called Frederick that you met the other day, but also attached to it, kind of workshop and shopping area and things like that, which are this time also completely, as far as you know, still sealed and haven't been disturbed since Hope's parents left. So you're literally just arrived in the area. You're looking around, looking at what you've got there. Checking I've got that on. And I guess the question is really now is, what do you do?
I'm guessing, like, we can see the house and all the rest of it. Whereabouts is the workshop? Can we not see? Can we not see that from where we are?
You can see that the workshop itself is sort of this bit just to the south of the garden, and then behind it, sort of raised up as a much taller area, there's like a sort of warehouse. Warehouse area that is further below that. I mean, if you go down the side, it'll probably bring you around to it.
Just move myself to the side for a second. All right, okay, yeah, I see it. Any sign?
Could I misty step myself into the warehouse?
It's a good question. Let me double check. I think it has to be an uninterrupted thing, but let me just have a...
Briefly surrounded by silver mist, you teleport up 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see.
Right.
So could I look through a window?
If you could see through a window, yes, it says teleport.
So where would the window to the
This one, isn't it?
warehouse be?
The front one.
Okay.
Okay. Obviously, it's still early evening, so there's still light.
I'm just trying to get over the fucking wall.
Give your leg over.
Okay, it's it's sort of a low fence, so there you go.
Thank you. I'm just going to look in through the... So that is the warehouse window, yes?
The workshop, you think? The warehouse is a bigger...
Right, so...
Sort of over...
So that's the house, that's the workshop.
So far as you can tell, yes.
Fuck it, wait a minute. I'm going to misty step myself into...
Okay, first things first. Can you do a perception check to see if you can see through the grime? Spider webs and accumulated grime of the... Yeah, you're able to clear a space. You're able to sort of make out. You can just about, with sort of the light that's just coming, fading through, see yourself there. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm slipping on my ring of invisibility.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna try and look for a way in without that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because
It says anything that I'm carrying is invisible with me. I'm going to put Aaron on my back.
Doesn't quite work like that.
Damn it!
I found
So-
it,
would it just look like I'm floating in the air then?
Yeah.
I found a door over here.
Yeah.
Could I... Is it locked?
let everyone else have an action. I'll go around with you. So yeah, you've gone over. You're through.
How tall
Melania,
is the...
you've turned yourself invisible.
Yeah, I was gonna try. I was gonna go into the garden.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't.
There you go.
Thank you.
You in?
How tall's the wall?
So this is a fence. So the fence is
Oh.
about it's about 4.5 foot. It's not a total block everything off.
It is for
Can
Arwen.
Can I attempt to climb it?
Of course you can.
Like just
I'm
to
not,
like.
I'm not going to
climb
make you make a check for it because you're not in the middle of combat or anything. So yeah, you're able to clamber over.
it. Thank you.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the same. Hop over the fence and try and
Yeah.
be conspicuous or something.
Conspicuous.
Yeah. No worries.
Yeah.
I just imagine that scene. You know that scene that scene in Shaun of the Dead where everyone's like jumping over the fence, and then you just have the other guy, like you just have Shaun just like just knocking over the fence.
That'd be foreign. Going head first over.
Okay, so you peer around, sort of clear thing. You can see them sort of with varying degrees of stealth. Oh, people coming into the garden. So yes, you can indeed see the door there.
Okay, I'm going. Can I go over to it?
Yeah. So the space you're in, it looks like it's been, pretty much empty, but you can sort of see. I think it looks like it's been used as much as an art location as anything else like that. There's sort of got a platform there. You've got various sort of bits of paper and parchment, bits of canvas around the place. Scattered bits of books and supplies. Looks like anything sort of alchemical related as chemistry related has been taken with, but
Right.
looks like it was used for several things.
I'd like to try and lockpick the door, please. To open it.
Okay. Sleight of hand. Okay,
I've got the blood for thievery.
that's fine. And you're just about to get really, really complicated, and then you notice there's a key in the lock.
Oh,
Okay.
Is this where we all sort of like sneaky over?
Yeah.
Get in the
You
door.
see this door. The sleight of hand for you is opening it quietly, because it's not been opened for the best part of 20 odd years.
Sneak.
So yeah, and
This is-
so far
This is what I could do
you
with a
don't
scroll
seem
of
to have
grease.
attracted any attention.
do I recognise? Would I have been in here as a kid?
You don't remember it.
Okay.
Colin. Shall I move Arwen in as well, or are you staying in the garden?
No, I was gonna. Sorry, Finn.
There you go. Leaving the door open or closing it
I
behind
was
you?
going to say, should we close the door behind us?
Arwen's gonna close the door. He will close the door.
Okay. So there is no real sign. There's no sort of illumination here. The lamps are all off. The looks like sort of most of the stuff. There's bits of broken furniture everywhere. Looks like it's sort of been used for various things. In the atelier, looks like there may have been people here. What's the word I'm looking for?
Squatting?
Spotting at some point. At some point, there's fair sort of assorted sort of debris around the place. It's just a one story. There's a couple of holes in the roof above where the ceiling has sort of some of the tiles have come away, and you can see the sort of the evening light through the ceiling. Yeah, yeah. Looks like it's seen some use, but it's kind of been sporadic over the years. There's that kind of musty smell rather than anything
Like
else.
things haven't been moved for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. Oh god, apparently I can't move my character. Yeah. Is there anything that sort of stands out as like shouldn't be there? Are there any red candles lying around?
Make an investigation roll.
Hmm. 19.
Yeah. There's two things you notice. One is that in the windowsills, from the one that you came through, so the two that you got on the north wall there are various stubs of red candles, with the wax kind of flown whatever way. With your with that roll, you can see that sort of they've all sort of kind of burned down or partially down. The ones that remain there are like the remains of names that seem to have been inscribed into the candles.
What are the names?
It's sort of like partial sort of mark. You can make out that there's letters. There's like an ER here, then there's an IUS here, there's an for AN and stuff like that. There are about 8 or 9 candles.
So there's not 4.
Definitely not 4 candles.
Okay, all in the windowsill where Cope went through.
Roughly split. So five where Hope went through, 4 in the other one.
Okay. Nothing else that seems out of place for this sort of place.
What sort of things are you looking for?
I don't know. That's the thing. Like anything that looks like it's been moved more often than everything else.
What is everyone else looking for or doing?
Hope wants to come over to this because it seems very purposely put there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably just going to be generally poking around just to see if, like, I find anything.
Okay.
Thorin suddenly has a mimic attached.
Yeah.
It's probably Valenia's.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I would like each of you to make an investigation roll. You're all looking at and investigating different things. So.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Do you want me to do another
Would you also make a roll for Cole as well?
Yep, so just give me 2 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Valenia's on it tonight. Wow.
Mm.
I'm really not.
Okay.
It decided to be between 2 things, and it gave me the 2 instead of the gnat.
Yeah. Oh well, never mind. Right. So, Valenia, you find you find a scrap of paper with a list of names on it, and each of them has been marked through. It's sort of fallen sort of underneath some other bits and pieces. It sort of looks like it was like pinned to the wall. and I mean, the names in and of themselves don't mean anything to you now. There's two that are marked Digirasco. Yeah, there's it's a list of names which seems to correspond to the number of candles that are there. You also find a scattering of religious texts, which, for the most part, are fairly normal. You know, there's nothing there that is particularly unusual for what you've encountered before. There's stuff there in worship of Boldrai. There's others kind of teachings at Arowai. And then there's a third book which is kind of tucked under an old seat, as if it's been hidden.
Okay.
And that's much smaller. And unlike the more kind of progressive and open and sort of worship sort of tone of the other two, this is more one of propitiation, of warding against, of looking at best way to describe it is that in terms of sort of the Arroway and Boldray text, it's about family, it's about love, it's about building communities, it's about the promise of life and of those positive, loving things. This one is much more about passion and extremes driven by passion. It's a set of texts that, without sort of spending a lot of time reading it, but flicking through, seems to be more about the sort of somewhere between sort of celebrating and embracing passion and life and sexuality and the abandon of passion, but also of the passion that comes with defending the family, of defending your people, of the justification that if you are doing something for someone that you love, that anything can be justified. Much darker tone. If you make a religion check for me.
When you're trying to write it in shorthand and you're like, fuck, there's a lot of information that, that's bollocks. 6.
Yeah, no, it's not a text or set of references you've encountered before. It sort of seems to sort of gather bits from the other two books and sort of combine it with some other source. Yeah, really not something you've ever encountered before. Really quite disturbing, some of it. Informative, some of it. Some of the diagrams are really well done. Some of the sort of the pictures and woodcuts are extremely erotic.
Slides in the pocket.
So moving on. So Thorin, you've not really found anything of any particular use other than sort of broken bits of furniture, and some of the kind of the bits of canvas and painting have all got again artwork on them, and it sort of seems to be sort of really passionate depictions or sort of nudes or studies of people. It's sort of that's sort of like the common theme for it. But nothing
And maybe I'm
to
sort of like, I pick one of them up and I'm sort of like holding it at different angles, going, how on earth do people bend themselves in that position?
Yeah. Yeah. How,
I mean,
how are they
yeah,
balancing like that? You know,
yeah. It's like, I mean, I'm
surely,
quite an open-minded sort of a chap, but
surely they'd fall over.
yeah.
Um,
It's like, is that supposed to go in that hole?
Yes, yes, it is.
Arwen, remind me, what were you generally looking for? Was it just a general cert?
What, me?
Yeah.
You're Arwen.
Yes, I am Arwen.
I'm horse.
Well done.
I am a
I-
horse.
I guess so, but before I commit, what is this? Before I commit to anything, because I don't know if that's just standard paints. Oh, I think that is just paints, isn't it?
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I just wanted to just see that. But yeah, then yes, I'm just doing a general search then.
Okay. Again, similarly with what sort of everyone else has been finding. Again, you're finding canvases, paints. You do find sort of marks in the dust where you think sort of chests of things had been and have been removed. But interestingly, something you, as you're sort of digging through, you do find there's a couple of faces that you kind of do that sort of, and then you recognise in another picture the same couple of faces, and then another couple of, and you managed to sort of basically put together this sort of collection of several pictures of people where it's a man and a woman. They're both human. They have a similarity in face to Hope. In one of them, there is a small human child, sort of a family portrait. And that one you find is kind of tucked behind the easel that you've got here. It's as if it's been placed there carefully rather than discarded. And it seems to be kind of protected from the worst of the kind of the dust and debris that's otherwise kind of strewn around the place. And yeah, there's no sign in that picture of Hope. And then there's a sort of the second one where it's just them, and they're looking much sterner. And then there's this third picture of the two of them holding a baby tiefling. And it's
Okay.
sort of, again, that's just been sort of that sort of as if it's slipped down the side of something. It's not completed. It's more of a sketch that's been partially done.
In the one where they're holding the tiefling, what is their facial expressions?
It's only kind of been roughly sketched out, but there seems to be a sadness to the joy.
Mm-hmm.
And the father is standing further away from the mother than he is in the first two.
Okay.
But that could just have been the way they're being drawn. They look like they're more studies for something than a finalised thing.
Interesting.
Cole has wandered over, in his usual instinct, to a chest against the far wall, and sort of quietly checking it over and opens it up carefully. And has found he kind of opens it up, and there's sort of mostly clothing. There's mostly children's clothing for quite a small child. But then on top of them are several sets of robes, which are sort of a crimson, deep, sort of rich, vibrant crimson with sort of a gold, gold trim embroidery to them. The robes are sort of basically got a single fastening at the front, with hoods, slightly damp and mildewed, just from the conditions of the building, and they look sort of adult-sized. And there's a symbol embroidered on the breast, on the sort of the breast over where the heart would be, and it's sort of a heart wreathed in flame. Sort of somewhat bemused. So I've got no idea what this is, but there's good 4 or 5 sets of these robes. So
Is it a symbol? Is it a symbol we recognise?
make a religion check as you will come over to.
Well, Valenia's going to fail this.
Can I also do one?
Yeah, each of you make a religion check.
Yeah, Valenia hasn't got a clue.
Hang on, bear with.
Oof, yikes, that's a terrible.
Right, now that it's woken up.
Oh, all of us are really bad. Wow.
Yeah, that's bad for all of Jesus.
Even the clerics.
Okay.
Christ.
Okay. It's best 12. Okay, it's not something that's really familiar, but you did hear a name that the bartender mentioned about the name of this function, this church, the Hearth Flame.
Okay.
As in
So-
half, as in half of, or half as in home.
So hearth as in the hearth of a home.
So
So Hearth Flame.
Herth.
Yeah.
I just wanted to clarify. It was like,
Yeah, no,
hmm.
always worth it.
Does Hope recognise the baby clothes?
They match what's in the first painting.
So it's not Hope's baby clothing.
Looks like it's orange.
Hope sort of like picks up the clothing and just goes, "My brother wore these," and she'll sort of just puts them back in the chest and go back to figuring out this thing.
How old is Hope?
So that's a fairly sort of standard platform with sort of this sheet across it, and a skull that's sort of just on the.
How big is the skull?
It's a human skull, or rather, no, it's not human. They're little horns. It's a
Human
tiefling skull.
adult size or smaller?
It's smaller. It's a tiefling skull, but it looks like it might be an adolescent.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Is there anything underneath?
No. It's just it's just a plain wooden platform. It looks like if this was being used as a studio, that's where the subjects would stand on it or sit on it or whatever while the artists worked.
Silly question.
Yeah.
Any sign of blood or blood spilling on the platform?
Make an investigation roll.
$21.
There is no sign of blood. I mean, there's various things that have been spilt on it, but blood is not one of them. There's no sort of knife marks. There's no gouges. Nothing to suggest a sacrifice or a stabbing or anyone bleeding out or anything.
I'm just be like, so
What's Hope's going to come over to this door
Mm-hmm.
and see if they can open it.
It's locked, so I haven't. So
Oh, fuck's sake.
oh no!
there you
That brief look, it's just like, oh no! Oh no!
go.
Okay, I'm going to get Cole over
Uh-huh.
to lockpick it, please.
Okay.
Slot a hand in it.
That's the one.
Silly question. The skull that's on the platform, sorry, before that happens.
Yeah.
Does it... Is it a full skull or just like the upper portion without like the jaw or whatever?
It's a full skull.
No other bones lying
No.
around.
No.
Can I can't believe I'm doing an elfin move. Can I stick it in my pouch for later, just in case?
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, just take the skull of the teeth.
I mean, at least it's just a skull and not an actual head. You know, at least it's already been dead for a while and not a fresh head.
I feel this is
Okay.
a really bad idea.
Why is this a thing that I'm getting used to in D&D?
Look, D&D has taught me that I'm used to torture now, so this is a thing. Yeah, I'm gonna stick it in a pouch or my bag or whatever I got nearby.
Okay.
It's either A, gonna be evidence, or B, a clue. Or C, it's cursed and I've now got a tiefling child following me everywhere. Either
could be
or,
worse.
it's more adventure.
Could be worse things you'd be haunted by.
Yeah. Arwen.
Ours not haunted.
No.
Okay. Cole bends over to sort of pick away at the lock, and he there's a click, and he's got it. And then he sort of startled. Did anyone else hear that?
Hear what?
I just got told to go away.
Well, Valentia
And
draws
I just
her,
like look.
Valentia draws her bow.
He's-
Are you
I-
sure you're
I-
not hearing voices in your head? Or are you sure this was on the opposite side?
No, it was in my head.
I just
Really
look at
clear.
like sort of, I just look at Cole like, no, I didn't hear a word. I was too busy looking at the weird pictures.
When Cole steps aside, I was gonna go. This was my home. and just go basically sound of stuff and go, "You can't scare me."
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my... Sorry, I'm all in your head.
Hope's opening the door.
Hope snoping out.
A huge, the cluttered, webbed, clattered everywhere. It'll be difficult terrain to move through, and a lot of it looks to be piled up against the score. It's a case of almost hiding it from people. But that is what you see as you look through the door. You hear a skittering and movement, and goodness, this way. Go away, our place, ours, all ours, our place. Go away, not yours, ours. Easier places, go away.
Try to find information.
Nothing here, just darkness.
All I want is the information, and we'll go. We're not here to kick you out.
Make a perception check.
No, it's fine.
You see webs.
Okay, pretty good. You are check out the right thing. Looking around, you are where there's like this moonlight sort of glow of, well, you're not quite sure what it is, but you can see lots and lots of rats' eyes glowing with this moon, and also coming from their heads. And they're just all around the place, and in the background you hear other things sort of scuttering and moving in the background. What do you want? Where do you go? This is our place.
I used to live here as a child. I'm trying to find some information about my family. That's all I'm after. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not here to demolish your home. I'm here for information and information only.
I cast level 15 Fireball.
Looking around, you can see, that ball. You catch sight of a couple of things. Firstly, again, sitting on a big bench just over here, main mass of it. Focus ping. A swarm of rats constantly moving. Others all around the place. Each with, you can see their brains exposed and glows in their eyes, and that seems to be the source of the voice that's in your head. And around you see spiders, size of, well, small dogs, but with vicious sort of spikes and horns and sort of a wrongness to them. Just sort of just watching, just waiting.
Well, time to burn the house down.
Our place.
I repeat.
Nothing here.
I repeat my
Where
previous
do you
comment.
want? What do you want? Our home.
I want to know why I was abandoned. That's all I'm here for. I can see that you all have made this place beautiful. And I can recognize that you're all intelligent. If you've seen anything in here, could you let me know? If not, I just want to find my family. That's it. I swear to you, on my gods, I will not hurt you.
Make another perception check.
You found yourself eaten.
You found yourself in a dark forest next to a hut.
Okay. Big spider here scuttles up, and standing on a hatch in the floor. Sort of has cleared it Give us food and you can pass.
Frozar would in. Frozar would in.
That accent is just killed.
Fucking better not.
Feed us.
Arwen, holy tofu, holy tofu.
I
don't think they're vegetarian.
Do you all have names?
We're the keepaways. Keep away, keep away, keep away.
Oh, you've done a very good job.
Hope,
I'm very
ask,
proud.
ask if they eat non-meat products.
I think you said Brazil.
That's your other
You're,
character.
no, not Yerevan either. Hope. Fucking hell. I sound like a grandmother trying to go through all the kids. Hope takes out
A flamethrower?
cough. 3 ration packs
Okay.
and tosses them down on the ground.
Which are also known as rat packs.
Ask,
Oh,
If anyone makes a joke of any of them being called Frank, Dino, and Sammy, I'm leaving.
When the moon hits your
Oh,
eyes
as-
like a big pizza pie.
Hope's gonna
That's
actually
all
lower
right.
themselves down
Mm-hmm.
to be on their level and just go, I'm a cleric of nature. And
Speak for the nature.
I swear to you now, I will not let anyone hurt you.
Make a nature check.
A nature.
A nature.
Valenia's just got her bow drawn. She's like, the fuck?
Arwen's ready to cast create food and drink, but he doesn't know if they eat non-meat products because no one asked, so he's just ready.
Uh-huh.
An 11.
Yeah, you've got no idea what these creatures are. I mean, the giant spiders, but they look like they might have a tint of brimstone to them. But these rat creatures, never heard of anything like them before. But they haven't attacked.
What's on that hatch? What's under it?
Secret place we don't go.
I just whisper in and say, ask them what they eat.
What do you eat?
What do you got?
Tofu?
That'll do.
Oh god.
Oh, what?
Over to you, Arwen.
Oh, wait.
I mean, Armin's gonna scooch next to Hope, and I'm going to cast create food and drink. Because it's create food and drink. Is there a place that I can deposit the water that won't drown the spiders by accident?
Yeah, I mean, normally it'll sort of form in various containers and things that are around the place, and there are enough sort of looking around. There are barrels, there are crates, there are cups, there's all sorts of things that will basically magically fill.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
As he does that, Armin's going to look to them and is like, there you go, 45 pounds of food and provided water as well.
Sort of the swarm sort of stops and sort of look. It's not quite like sort of a searchlight, but it's that sort of, they're sort of looking around, and the spiders retreat away from the hatch and start to sort of gather around and start retrieving and gathering up the bits of food and bringing them over to the rats.
I just had a thought.
But they clear the path.
I just...
The hatch is available.
I hope I'd like to go over to the swarm of rats.
Mm-hmm.
This could be a fucking mistake, but oh well!
Mm-hmm.
Hope's going to make their way very slowly into and over to the rats.
Okay, they're sort of spiders, sort of flanking, and it's very much that it's like guard dogs.
I've always loved rats and spiders. Your kinds have always intrigued me. The way that you look out for each other, you protect your own kind. All of you have my respect. And Hope kind of like lowers to like one knee and holds out a hand and goes, I would just like you to sniff my scent. And if at any point this place is no longer habitable, I would like you to follow.
Make a persuasion roll.
Can I just say, Arwen's notes is just him being terrified of spiders.
It sounds like we've gone into Gary's house.
It really
House?
does. House?
Is a sort of one of the sort of, then sort of retreats back. Make no comment either way, but
I swear to you right now that wherever I go, I promise I will not let you get hurt.
Big promise.
Valenia.
Did I reach forward to try and pet one?
skitters out of the way.
What happened like do you guys remember the last time you made like a big promise to big creatures?
Hope puts their hand out and just kind of shows a kind of reverence.
Reverence, yeah.
That's the one. I've just noticed Valenia's come up behind me.
Valenia's just like, you
Hope's
can't adopt these
Hope's
ones.
Hope's gonna look at Valenia and go, put your bow away.
Undraws it, puts it back into knife form, and achieves it. Can you say knife form, sword form? Be a really little bow.
Well, a sword is a giant knife, so
I'm not getting into this. Not getting into
or is a knife a tiny sword?
Every part of me that knows the answer to this is just like.
Right, the rats sort of swarm as one, flees, well not flees, but moves under the bench, up over the counter and over the far side of it. The spiders stay where they are.
Can I reach forward to try and pet one of them?
Oh God!
Can you just leave the weird animals alone?
It looks really quite venomous.
Okay.
Hello, Eddie.
Hope just sort of just puts their hand up and goes, okay.
Where
But
is
you
the hatch,
are
Tim?
all-
Sorry.
There.
Oh, there it is.
Judge Hope's just gonna go, you're all very beautiful.
They're spiders. I don't see. Okay.
So
So they seem to be. Yeah. You seem to have sufficiently bribed or negotiated, and they are giving you space.
well,
Right, should we do the thing then?
I'm going to move over to the hatch, keeping one eye on the spiders.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to imagine like Hope popping out an eye and just sort of holding it.
Farin, do you want to do the honours and go down first?
Arwen's just
why
gonna
not?
look like no. I'll go down first.
Yeah, but I'm more tanky. If this goes wrong, I'm
Yes,
more
but
likely to survive.
But if there are different creatures other than spiders, I could be the first to know.
It's okay. It's okay, Arwen. If I'll stand between you and the spiders.
It's not like I'm afraid. I wouldn't want to offend our lovely eight-legged friends.
Sweat dripping
Hang
down
on.
Arwen's face.
Hope just looks at Armin and goes, "They're gorgeous, aren't they?"
Yeah, yes. Yes. Delightful.
I think I could find some.
Maybe, no, we never know.
Make a nature check. Arwen. And
Oh,
Valenia as well, actually.
God.
Oh, no. Oh, here we go.
That's a 9.
No.
Well, that kind of
Yeah,
checks because Arwen does not. Well,
they're-
Arwen and
Oh,
me.
they're
29.
they're big old thing. Okay, Valenia, I'm going to just whisper something to you.
Whisper in your ear that she wants some more, and I jizz in my pants.
Oh, God. Fucking Lonely Island. Holy shit, Morgan.
Sorry, did I just make you feel old? Leah?
Yeah. We'll be on a boat next.
Did that song come out? It could have been that long ago.
It was like
I don't even.
2012.
Oh god, it was 2009.
I was 9 years old, or 8, depending what.
So who's going down first? Was it Arwen or was it Thorin? You open the hatch and there is a ladder descending down into looks like a narrow tunnel that looks like it's been sort of hacked out of the rock and sort of braced.
Yeah, despite all logic saying
And heading
Thorin should go.
roughly southeast.
Despite all logic saying Thorin should go first, Arwen is making a beeline down there. Like, you've never seen him be so quick for a halfling. Like, for someone his small size and the difficult terrain, he is making a beeline to go first.
Okay. Clamber down, and it's unlit. So have you got a light source? Or have you got dark vision?
I have light as a cantrip
Okay.
because of the drift globe.
Yeah, the drift globe will do it. That'll stick with you. So you can light that, and as it's hanging there, you can see that there were sconces, but they've all been emptied. It's a 30-foot corridor heading southeast, and then there's another ladder identical to the one that you've just come down.
How'd you spell sconces? My brain's...
SCONCES,
Thank
like
you.
a scone with an extra T.
Yeah, it was like...
Scone!
It was like... My brain was just...
And I'm not going to call them sconces.
Sconces! From Cornwall.
Are you quite alright there, Leah?
No.
You apply the fuel before the tinder. Or the tinder before the fuel.
I'm going for a
Cornish
quick
sconces.
Oh god. We've lost Leah for a bit.
Carry on.
So, how was everybody's week?
Oh,
Oh no.
No. Yeah, Arwen, you clambering down, going down, following along. The hatch above does not appear to have a lock or anything on it. Going to clamber up.
What, clamber
I'll
back
move you-
up? Did you say?
Yeah.
Uh,
We're going to wait for other people to come into the corridor with
he
you.
is going to wait. He does not want to go back into the spider field.
Yeah, well, as I sort of like was planning to go down anyway, I hopped down next.
Okay, it's yourself, Thorin first.
Yeah,
As
Who's
Thorin
been
comes
going?
down, Arwen's just like, I wasn't scared, by the way.
and I'm like, of course you weren't.
So if we just if I literally just sort of move you all to sort of have an order in which you're going down the hatch. So Arwen, Thorin, who's
Yeah.
next? Cole or Hope, do we reckon, or Valenia?
I expect Valenia will go down last.
Okay. Right, let's put Cole, then Hope, then Valenia. So there you are. There's a marching order for getting down into the thing.
Okay.
Right. yeah, you all comfortably fit there, sort of in there, sort of down. It's for something that hasn't been used in a good few years, although it's dusty and there are cobwebs, they're not of the same level of thing. It's sort of that sort of the vague drift. It's sort of normal sized spiders, normal spiders sort of skittering out of the way and sort of disappearing. And the glow globe just sort of bobs along with you as you go along. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Arwen, you push open the hatch
Yeah.
and there is light above you. It is a steady light from ever burning lanterns. I'll plonk you into a space that you've appeared in. There you go.
Wait. Oh, there it is.
And you are in what looks like a extremely decadent is a good way to describe it. Temple space. You have an altar at the far end. You have these three sort of patterned carpets in the middle. Well, these are very long carpets, these very sort of absorbent, almost like futons, really, in some descriptions. Paintings along the wall are decadent and erotic,
Ooh, okay,
depicting love in its many forms. And at each end of the temple are these enormous statues of they appear to be a large naked woman with wings and sort of a big broad gesture of welcome to all. So you're first through to bring you up. Thorin is next. In fact, yeah, if you want, I'll bring you all across. You can all sort of bring yourselves up and into the. I'll just grab you all and shift it. There you go.
Good idea.
There you
This
go.
is where we've completely gone off tangent.
You, as everyone comes up, they just see like a massive, just like blush on Arwen's face, like the blush of, oh my god.
I've seen the statue and maybe just go, boobs.
In addition, at the end, you have these two stained glass depictions of one of Aroi, one of Boldly. And could you all make a perception check for me, please?
Perception.
I will as soon as my page comes back up. There we go.
Yikes.
Right. Swoop, you immediately notice that the statue at each end bears a resemblance to the kind of the fiendish creatures that you've encountered previously.
Wonderful.
You also notice that there aren't any windows, although you've got the stained glass windows. There aren't actually windows to the outside. They're actually up against the walls themselves. What are you doing?
Who was the other stained glass? Boulder Eye and
Aroi.
Hope's gonna just stand there in shock for a moment and then make their way around the room investigating all the nooks and crannies just to see if there's anything they can find.
Okay. Okay, Thorin. Thorin, you you noticed that there looks like there's a box kind of set into the into the altar at the far end.
I'm gonna go and see what it is because I'm just stupid.
Yeah, move yourself up. Not a problem. Okay. Yeah, just place yourself there rather than being.
Yeah,
rather
I
than
sort of, I think my sort of laptop lagged and
Yeah,
then
you
went,
know,
"Oh, you're
overshot
gonna go
it.
there."
No problem. Okay. Place yourselves around the room as you're doing your investigation. So I hope some of the general wonder.
I think
Elenia, your perception looking around the place is that in addition to sort of like the carpets, the futons, things like that, there are things like bottles of lube that, I mean, looks like they've sort of been cracked open for quite some time. But yeah, this looks like a temple that took the principle of love to some interesting direction.
Basically, Hope's parents were in a sex cult.
Yeah. So in the box is kind of set into an alcove in the altar itself. Do you want to try and you reckon you can pull it out?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, it's quite light. Sort of a bit of a shifting of contents. Sort of a bit of resistance at first, and then I would like everyone to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh god.
Oh gosh.
It's that I knew something was coming. I knew something
Yeah,
was coming.
I was waiting for it, thinking, "Oh god, what have I done?"
Oh, thank God. That's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It rolled onto the one and then back again. I'm like, ah!
Oh God, that would have been terrifying.
I was born to parents of a sex cult, and they are the most asexual.
So there's several things that happen at that moment, and it looks like Hope is the only person who is gripped by fear because it was DC 15. So you felt Hope, you are frightened. Not by the fact that the stained glass windows are stepping down off the wall and are moving, drawing, well, literally manifesting sort of shards of glass like sword out. It's sort of like the figures within the stained glass have kind of stepped out of the stained glass and are actually sort of moving forward in defence. But that a spirit has appeared.
Wow, fuck.
I'm gonna have to laugh at my croissants.
Titty croissants?
Get myself on the right now. The spirit is a dark and it's like a shadowy, cloaked and hooded sort of spectral figure that sort of kind of emerges from out of the floor and just this feeling of fear that sort of grips this sort of it's like an endless hunger. It's the best way to describe it. The kind of sense that it has. for yourselves for eating and for eating for yourself. I think what we're going to do is we're going to ask you all to roll for initiative.
Right.
Oh, I better remember to click on.
Yeah,
the
select my character first.
I
Oh, yeah.
nearly forgot.
I thought you didn't have to do that anymore.
I do it anyway. Force a
Yeah.
habit.
No, anyway, I'm seeing them all sort of populating in here. I'll have Cole go on your initiative.
Well, he's 23. I rolled it on.
Oh, okay, fair enough. If you got that, even better then.
He's an independent warforce. He doesn't need no tiefling.
Fair enough. If you could roll your initiative as well, please.
I did.
Hasn't come through. What did you get?
16. I rolled it just before Cole.
Lovely. Okay. I'll just use-
Sorry, I got a bit defensive.
Oh, you did indeed. Yeah. Let me just write him in automatically. Cole initiative was, what was it? 23.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Because he's a big boy.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realised something. Cole's a few levels lower than us.
Mm-hmm.
What level's Cole at the moment?
9.
Oh,
Be fine. Be fine.
Cole, get
All
down
be
the
well.
hole. Cole, get down the hole.
Get in the
Right.
hole. Yeah.
I mean, worst comes to worst, we can shove him in the portable hole because technically he doesn't need to breathe and therefore cannot die of oxygen loss.
Unfortunately, no one was one was utterly surprised. You were all experienced enough to have that. So, let me.
You put me in as Colonel.
And I think you might have put me on the wrong doojit, so I've got an advantage. It's
Oh,
like
bizarre.
mine's 24 and 14.
Where's Kerner's on there?
I think when it's D&D Beyond, it comes through automatically.
Oh, it just picked up there. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kerner's icon is still there. Let me just edit that for you. And Kerner will just ignore. Right.
Yeah, so Thorin's on a 24.
But it's put me through on 14.
That's strange.
Okay.
Okay. Has everyone got the right initiative showing now? 24, 23, 17, 12.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I've dropped down the bottom, but yeah, I'm on there.
No, Valenia's an 8.
Yeah, I'm an 8 rather than 17.
Now, Valenia's a 10.
Hey!
Sorry, I had.
Okay. Right. That's better, isn't it? Let's just.
No, I'm not on there.
Oh, God.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
No.
Give me a minute.
Hope's not on there.
Right. Try again. I've refreshed it.
No, it's still
Oh,
not.
bizarre.
It's still not showing.
Hope does not exist. Hope is
Well, you're
lost.
alright then, Hope. You don't get to fight.
All
Hopefully
hope is
we should-
lost.
Yeah, we're fucked.
I'll manually stick you in there. Right. Give me a minute. I can manually. For some reason, it's not picking you up. What's the initiative again? Sorry.
17.
17 for you.
A bit too old for Prince Andrew.
No, okay.
That little giggle. Alright, that's better.
There we go. Is that updated on your? Yes. Right. Good. That's working at least. So,
Thorin, first.
yes. So, there we go.
Sorry, I do not mean to code DM here.
Not like that will come back to bite you in the ass.
Okay, Thorin. This creature materialized, appears, pulls itself up out of the floor, and the stained glass windows are moving. You're being flanked immediately by those. So, what are you doing?
Well, first of all, I'm putting the box back down.
Good idea. Yeah, you can. Yeah,
And
well,
I
I mean,
sort of-
you've got as far as pulling it out, sort of thing. So you haven't picked it up yet, but
Okay, well, either way, it's more of a. If I was holding it, I've freed my hands up and I've got the heirloom axe out. Right, it's a fight you want, is it?
Yep.
Right.
what are you doing?
Right, as this one's the nearest, I'm getting my 2 hits in before they even start anything.
Good idea. Good idea.
Hang on, if I get myself on the right bit, there we go. Come on, laptop. You can do it. There we go. I know it's hard work for you.
That's like whenever I try to play Destiny.
There we go. That's my 2 wallops. Because should come through in a moment.
Lovely. A 24. That's definitely a hit.
And the other one should come through as a 20.
Yeah. Okay, that is 2 hits. So 9 plus 16 is 25. Okay. Boop. Just double check. It's not vulnerable to anything in particular. Right, okay. So yeah, you sort of you smash away at it, and there's sort of this sort of crash and sort of bits of it sort of falling apart and falling away, and there's sort of crazed sort of cracking all across its surfaces from where you've sort of hacked it, and sort of bits of it starting to fall away. But it is surprisingly tough. So it is still standing. Cole is next on a 23.
Yep. Okay. Cole is going to do he's going to I don't know. It's been a while since I've played Cole. He's going to do 2 magic missiles at second level.
Okay. At
Second level. Second level.
At. What's he targeting?
Oh.
In your own time, Morgan.
Oh, that was brilliant.
The other window.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like.
Okay. Full damage. So that should be 4d4 plus 4.
Morgan, just imagine me patting you on the head right now.
Alright, so that's 1.
Uh-huh.
Then he's got he gets 2.
Yeah, so it's 4d4 plus 4 per spell.
No, it's 1d4 plus 1.
You do 3 magic missiles per spell, plus an extra one for it being second level. So it's 4d4 plus 4.
Right, so that's
D&D Beyond screws it up.
Alright, so that's
D&D Beyond
1.
really
That's
does
one.
screw it, yeah.
Can I suggest do /R
4D4.
8d4 plus 8?
4. There you go.
Okay, so that's the first one. So 4, 9, 10, 14. So that's 19 points of damage for the first one.
Alright, what did you tell me to do?
So now I would say /R
Yeah.
4d4 plus 4. 12. Okay, so 19 plus 12, 29, 31 points of damage. Okay.
It's got a bit of him like Yondu.
Pretty much. It's sort of arcs of energy flying across, and again shatters, and it's popping, and sort of the energy just starts sort of cracking and melting bits off, and the kind of the lead involved in its construction sort of melting and sort of getting warped and hurt and everything else like that. And it looks really badly damaged, and it's still coming.
That's what she said.
I hope you are on 17.
I'm sorry, just the simultaneous shaking of the heads by Moon and Leodan. Right. Hope is going to
Horny jail.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
bonk bonk. Ooh.
I enjoy going to horny jail. That's where all the bonking happens.
I regret joining D&D today.
No, you don't.
You're right, I don't.
Okay. Let me have a look. See what
Okay, don't forget also you're frightened at the moment, so
What does that mean?
You are
it means you.
You
I think
can't
it means-
approach the enemy that you can't approach the thing that is frightening you.
and if
You
attack-
must take the dash action and move away from the Eidolon by the safest available route at the start of each of your turns. Unless there is nowhere to move, in which case you become stunned until it move again. So you've got to dash as your action.
Yeah, which means you can't really do much until you're frightened.
Right, so I'm going to dash over to here.
it's got to be
Yeah.
it's got to be away from it. So
Right, okay, so that's my action.
just hope slamming into the
I mean,
wall full speed.
I mean, you could probably scoot around the outside and then down into the tunnel and
Would that get me out of the frightened zone?
yes.
Right, so where am I going?
So you've done 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 gets you to there. Then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Basically, you are down the bottom of the
Right, so
the ladder
So that's my action.
down there.
Right, so
Let's put you a.
Valenia's notes just have ghost.
okay, so
I mean, Armor's just glad it's not.
Oh, spider. That's fine.
my phone. I'm going to
And you've still got your movement.
yeah, but
Oh, Tim.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. I just read frightened on the conditions thing.
Yeah.
It just says it has disadvantage ability checks and attack rolls, and it can't willingly move close to the source of the fear. There's nothing that says you have to run away.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is an attack called Divine Dread.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Tim.
So each creature within 60 foot of the Eidolon that can see it must succeed on DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or be frightened of it for a minute. While frightened in this way, it's got to take the dash. So unfortunately,
Okay, sorry. I got confused with the status frightened. Sorry, Tim.
No, it's okay. But you will get another saving throw at the end of your turn.
right, okay. So for my bonus, I'm gonna cast up my spiritual weapon
Okay.
at 5th level.
Okay. Let me find a weapon.
Oh. Well, that was fucking worth it.
That'll be a miss.
Let me just give you control of this a moment. Okay, that sword should now be available, even though it's so. What were you making it move to attack?
I was gonna have it move to attack the spirit thing.
Okay, I'll just plonk it there. I mean, it can move and manifest there. It's almost that thing of as you're climbing down, it's like keep it away, sort of thing. So it manifests there at least, and sort of. Okay. Arwen, in that case, you on 12 are next, and Valenia will be up after this.
Yes. So what I'm gonna do is bonus action spiritual weapon,
Okay.
and I'll do it here.
Just copy there. Okay.
And I'm going to do my spiritual weapon at three. There you go. And I'll do it at 5th level. And I'm
Okay.
gonna make it go and bonk this dude.
Okay.
Give it a bad bonk on the nose like a little doggy. Does a 26 hit?
It does.
Fucking
Yeah.
And that's
hell.
19 damage.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh.
so despite it being sort of appearing to be fairly insubstantial, that does actually hit and rips away sort of portions of its sort of spiritual essence and sort of discorporation, sort of flash of energy as you manage to hit. So
Then
that's your
My
bonus.
action, I'm going to move 5, 10 feet,
Hmm.
and then I'm going to attempt to whack mace.
Okay.
Yikes, 16.
Is a hit.
Christ for that. And then that is 25 damage.
Okay. Very nice.
I like Divine Strike.
Yeah, that really sort of it flinches away as you hit it. Okay. Anything else?
I think I'm good, I think.
Valenia.
Bonjour. I think Valenia is going to hop round to the side.
Hmm.
She's going to attempt to look the right way as well. Or not, as the case may be. Ha, that worked. Because that was annoying me that I was completely the wrong direction. And I'm going to shoot at the stained glass window that's moving.
Okay.
I'm going to go with... I think I'm going to go with force damage. No.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm going to go with lightning damage.
Okay.
I don't know why. Just feel that that's a thing. Actions. That's what I'm after. Fuck's sake. Right. The first one does a 36 hit.
It does.
If it didn't, I'd be screaming.
I'll just take the bonus as the Slayer's Prey bonus.
Okay.
So 22 for the first one. Unless it's immune to lightning damage, then it's 16.
No. It sort of collapses in a pile to the ground.
No sign of it getting back up.
Not at the moment.
Oh, I hate that.
I'm going to shoot it again because after the trolls, Valenia's just like, nah, fuck this.
Remember, double tap.
If in doubt, double tap. That's a
Okay.
23.
Is a hit.
And 22 damage again.
Okay. Sort of shards of glass going absolutely everywhere and sort of shimmering with the energies that you sort of sent charging through it.
Yay! That's
Okay.
it. That'll do.
That'll do you?
Actually, can I
Okay.
use bonus action to put Hunter's Mark on the ghost?
Yes, you can.
And then that now has Hunter's Mark. That's it.
Okay. Speaking of the ghost, the creature, whatever it is, movement.
Valenia just thinks it's a ghost.
It literally flies
Oh no.
into the statue.
Oh no.
Which I'm now in the wrong layer.
I didn't think they looked like dungeon alchemist things. Yeah, there we go.
Which animates. and you hear the creak of the stone sort of moving as it shifts, and sort of this deep laughter.
Wait, which one did it fly into? Right, okay. Sorry.
The one that.
As it then steps down off the plinth.
Plinth.
Sorry, the word prince tickles me.
Steps forward and swings for Cole.
Oh no, it didn't.
Ah,
So
oh, fucking hell. The first one hits, the second does not.
okay. So the first hit does 57 points of damage.
Okay.
In fact, it doesn't even have to move to do that. It does it from there.
Right.
Literally just reaches out, bang, smacks him around the back of the head. The other one just sort of shifts. Basic moves down.
Cole's going to use his reaction.
You can.
Uncanny dodge.
Yeah.
It can halve the attack's damage against you.
Is that if it's making a saving throw against a...
When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to halve that attack damage against it.
Okay. In that case, 28 points of damage.
It's up back.
That's in total. So, yeah, add 25 back on. So 25, 26, 20.
26. No.
Yeah, 27.
27. Yeah.
Oh, thank God I fucking read that.
Both me and Tim can do maths.
Yeah.
This is what makes a player and a DM separate from each other. The DM can do maths.
28. So I give yourself another hit point.
After 3 attempts, we got it right.
I got there, yeah. I'm just going to give this a thing so I can keep track of where it is. It's quite a busy background.
Yeah, it's. I like it. Don't get me wrong. I like it, but there's a lot going on. My brain's going ah.
Yeah. Okay. It's a large creature, so it's got the 10 foot around it as its encounter space. So that's its swing. Yep, that's fine. And then the glasswork golems regenerate.
I will say now, if that second hit had been a hit, Cole would have been on one saving throw down.
So, following the one that you smacked, quite a bit of the damage that you did, sort of kind of you see the glass kind of reforming, the sort of the crazing in the glass panels, sort of healing before your eyes. And yes, this one that fell to the ground surges back up, and they both close on you.
Yay.
Not the spit roasting Thorin was after.
Exactly. I can think of more fun ways.
So slashing out at you with literally the glass of their being. First attack, it's probably a miss. Second attack is also a miss for the first one. Then the other one. Miss and okay, so Thorin is doing his usual thing of shifting and moving and blocking absolutely everything in sight, and also trusting to his armor to defend, and basically is managing to fend off these two animated stained glass windows that are basically trying to slice him into ribbons, and you're basically blocking absolutely everything that comes your way.
Like, we're
Yeah.
having none of this.
Very much say, could you really not? That's just no, don't do that thing. And that is the end of their. Oh, and could you also make another wisdom saving throw, please? Because I forgot to ask you to do that at the end of your round. Against the fight, against the fear.
I will as soon as if it wakes back up again.
No, it's
There
only
you go.
Hope needs to do it. Yeah, you are now. No longer
okay.
scared.
Oh. But I just
No,
said, nah, fuck you guys.
everyone else is okay. Yeah.
Valenia is like, I'm doing a wise.
It can't see me. I can't see it. All is well. Yes. Okay, so Thorin, you're first.
And here you have the native John Cena.
Ba, ba, ba.
Right, okay. So as they're both just gonna start causing me shit,
Hmm.
I think I'm just gonna do one hit on each. I'm gonna probably hit one and then swing
Yeah.
round and hit the other.
Okay.
Funny,
Right,
whenever you
so-
go, oh, right, I'm expecting you to start doing like a cheerleading thing.
I can never think about that word all right without thinking of drifting,
All right.
All right.
and I hate my life.
Vex on the field. I hate that. I hate that I can do that impression.
So 17,
Ha!
Okay.
Bring a sword.
That's 2 hits.
Good.
So was it what was one attack on each? Yeah. So 10.
Yep.
15. Right. Okay. 10. And the second one falls down again.
It's a shame no one's here with 20,000.
Fists in the air.
Point.
Wait, is Doofenshmirtz enabled?
No, it's become our deity. Isn't it?
Oh. Yeah, become our deity is supposed to be enabled.
Cole is next.
Cole is going to. Is he within hitting range of the demon thingy in the bob?
Yes, it has stepped down to come and say
Right,
hello.
Captain. Good. Sorry, I did not mean to go weird then. Infections.
Is definitely a hit.
So that's 16 points of damage.
What type of damage is it?
Touchy experience.
It's necrotic, isn't
Pardon?
it?
It's
Is it necrotic,
Yeah,
or is it
necrotic.
I want to say holy magic. I know what I mean.
Radiant, you mean?
Radiant. Thank you.
Yeah. I think it's necrotic.
I think it's
necrotic.
Okay. You reach out, incantation. This is Cole, isn't it? Doing
Yes.
it, yeah. And has no effect whatsoever.
Oh bollocks! May have forgotten about that.
It's a big stone statue. It has nothing to rot. Okay. So that's his action. Anything else?
Bonus action.
I think this is the closest I've ever zoomed into a map so that everybody can see what's going on.
Bonus action. I'm going to use my. Cole's going to use his cunning action
Mm-hmm.
to hide.
To run the fuck away.
Oh, you using
What's
hiding?
behind?
Nice.
Holds up the
And he's going to need
crossbow.
to move. He's going to need to move away. He's not going to be able
You
to
can
sort of stand.
use disengage.
All right, disengage,
Yes.
and then he's gonna basically go up behind Valenia.
Okay.
So is it just like using Valenia as a shield?
Thanks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thank you. She hates it. Let's move that out of the way a minute, just so I can take that condition token off you.
Oh, and they're
Well,
like,
no,
hi.
Right, what can destroy stone?
Thing is, though, Arwen is literally just
That is at the end of your.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
this.
Hope. Yes.
Yeah, Moon. What are you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say Arwen's just literally just like, it's like this again.
I'm going to do a big a big thing, and I'm going to cast my Guardian of Faith.
Okay.
And it's going to be right slap bang in the middle of the room. Actually, no, I'm going to put it where Thorin is with the two Dugimid bits. Because what it gives is a large spectral guardian appears and hovers for the duration. So about 8 hours. It's for 8 hours. Weather. Yeah, so a large spectral guardian appears and hovers for the duration in an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. The guardian occupies that space and is indistinct except for a gleaming sword and shield emblazoned with the symbol of your deity. Any creature hostile to you that moves to a space within 10 feet of the Guardian for the first time on a turn must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. The creature takes 20 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. The Guardian vanishes when it has dealt a
Oh Jesus!
Whoa!
Hi!
Deity just appears. High five.
It's like sup. I'm a guardian.
Sup, bros?
Right, so when it gets to their space.
Sup, my broskies.
Okay, so that is manifested. Okay.
Thanks, I hate it.
Sup, broskies. Today we're in like this sick battle.
That one's
Like and
already
subscribe.
in its place.
Yeah, but it won't do it until it's actually its turn. The active thing. So
Yeah.
I assume you're climbing up to be able to see that. If you're at the bottom of the ladder.
Yeah, Hope has kind of like climbed up and sort of poked their head over.
Okay, so you've moved into for your troubles.
Oh shit. Before you do that, can I do my bonus?
No.
Damn.
Damn, Daniel.
Damn, Daniel. Oh no. Ow!
Doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit you. Yeah. It basically sort of sees you and kicks out at you, and he's sort of that's the done. Okay, now you can do a bonus.
Bonus, I'm bringing my sword over.
Mm-hmm.
And
It'll need to be there to be because it's a 10-foot.
And then 20
Is a hit.
for 13 points of force damage. Does force damage inflict wounds on things?
Yes, it does.
Oh god, I just had a thought. With Hope poking their head out of the little trapdoor, that makes makes today's session trapdoor spiders.
And I'm done.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, so
Your turn or just in general?
sort of chip off a bit of the statue. Okay, Arwen, you're up next.
Yes, well, I think I know who I'll be up against, considering hi. Well, first of all, bonus action, move my spiritual weapon
Mm-hmm.
to help me out.
Okay.
I'm gonna give her no bad down bonk. Like down, boy.
Move it to there. Yeah.
Yeah, because that
Oh.
you would be in.
Yeah, it's a 10 foot. So
Oh. Does that mean is Arwen okay with here then?
No, you'd
If
have
you had to move
Yeah,
the
you'd
spiritual
have to-
weapon.
You'd have to move closer.
Wait, closer to it.
Yeah, you'd have to move closer to it if you wanted to attack it.
yeah. I've moved the sword, so the sword is now in striking range.
Okay. Oh, it's the guy in the air, did you say?
It's this thing here
Yeah.
is what the Eidolon jumped into.
Wait, I see the thing here.
Oh,
The-
you might need to.
I'm not seeing it.
Let me quickly refresh my page because I still see
Yeah.
it here. Hang
Yeah,
on.
because it's
that's
disappeared from
definitely
me.
not there anymore.
Yeah, because that's where I'm seeing it. That's why I put my spiritual weapon where it was. I
No.
saw it right there. Hang on,
No.
I'm quickly refreshing my page. Give me a sec. Sorry.
Right, I need to go for a pee. I'll be back in a minute.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, because I saw it in the wrong place. Okay, yeah, I see it there then.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Well, I'm gonna give it a little bit of. Give it the.
Okay.
Spiritual weapon. I forgot to put the thing.
Did you forget to do the
Right,
thing and the
second.
thing?
Yeah, sorry. Right, I will give it a bit of a bips, a bippity boopity bap for a 10.
Misses. Basically,
Yeah, I
just
thought
lost,
so.
No effect. Yeah.
And for my action, I'm going to move closer to it.
Okay.
5, 10.
Yep, that's fine.
And Arwen's going to give it a stop it. Don't. 4. 27?
With what was your roll to hit?
27.
Okay, yeah, that's a hit.
I hope so. And that is for 16 damage.
Okay.
Not like when Leah had us go up against something and we were all rolling high to hit, and then we had to roll low to hit instead.
Oh, I remember that stupid boss. After my paladin did everything to be able to buff up all of the attacks to make sure it's high number.
Shenanigans.
Oh, it took us way too long to realise it was low to hit it.
6 rounds of combat.
Selenia, your turn.
Hello. I think with Cole running over to me, Valenia's going to spin round and put
The hunter's mark is not on it.
that doesn't matter.
That's okay. I'm just clarifying
Yeah,
because the Eidolon is gone. Arwen, while you're there, could you also make a religion check for me?
Religion? Nice.
Mm.
It's not often I get to do religion checks. I'm like, yay, the cleric can do religion checks. And fucking fail with a 12.
No, it's up close, so there's all sorts of kind of carvings and representations, and it's that sort of, it's nagging at you, but you can't quite place it right.
I
at
think
the moment.
Arwen's too busy just like, oh, it's a naked person. A giant naked person we're fighting. God.
Okay. And Valenia's going to do something she doesn't normally do. Yeah. She's going to cast
Oh.
Bane on each of the enemies.
Okay.
What are we, in a bloody pantomime?
It's like Valenia. Since
So did they get a save on that, or was that a?
Let me just cast it. And then so that doesn't help. Why is that?
Yes, Christmas saves DC 14.
Yeah. So and up to 3 creatures of your choice can now arrange make charisma saving throws whether a target that fails. The target, so I think it's each time, isn't it? Because it lasts up to a minute.
So the statue has saved.
Anthony, love you.
When Anthony just shouts through gay.
First statue has
Oh,
saved.
fuck.
The statue that is currently pulling itself back together again has failed, though.
Okay, I think that was an action. I think it's an action for that one, so I don't think I can.
If it's casting a spell, almost certainly it's a. There's very few that are done as a reaction.
Yeah, it's an action. I've got a few
Okay.
bonus actions. That
Remind
are
me what's the
reactions.
effective name?
Up to 3 creatures. The target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll or saving throw.
Okay.
So that's until it runs out. So that's a minute.
Okay, so that's that one. I'll leave the. There you go.
A minute's 20 rounds, isn't it?
No, a minute is
10 rounds.
10 rounds. Right. Anything else?
That is all I can do because unless sorry, didn't mean to. And as a bonus, I'm going to mark it as my Slayer's Prey. Right. As a bonus action,
The statue.
yeah. As a bonus action, you designate one creature you can see within 60 feet. The first time each turn that you hit that target with a weapon attack, it takes an extra. So it's the same as Hunter's Mark, except it's only once per turn.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are we now? Okay. In that case, nothing else. Its
No,
turn.
that's it. Sorry.
Okay. Big old creature. Right. What's next to it? Some sword. Arwen. All hope down a well.
What is it called? Oh, Donald.
Wait, Hope's fallen down a well. Quick, boy, lead the way.
The creature. It's a statue. And then also its expression changes as it kind of registers. It kind of actually looks at you, as opposed to just hitting something that. And it turns and faces, turns and attacks Arwen instead.
Ooh, no.
Okay. The cleric is meat shield.
Oh,
Yep. The first one hits, and yeah, the second one is a definitive with 25.
Okay, so that's 59 plus 49, 99, 108 points of damage.
Ow.
Ow.
Solid smash, literally, showing you with, yeah, literally a 15, 20 foot tall statue made of granite has just come alive and pummeled you. It seems somewhat surprised that you're still standing.
I'm still
Everyone just hears a
standing.
ow. Arwen.
what? How many hit points does Arwen have out of character?
138. And that's its turn. The glasswork golems. That one's back up. That one's back up. Got too many tabs open. Right, so this one. Bit of that one for a minute. Right. they're both there. Right, so let's do the Guardian face stuff first because it's starting its turn within the 10-footed Guardian. So I need a dexterity saving throw. So let me just sort that first. Dexterity saving throw. I'll do one for each of them while I'm here. So there's the first one. And there's the second. Right. So the one that's just got up. What's the DC it needs to save again?
17.
17. So they both failed. So they both take
24 points of damage.
no. So they both crumble, crack, and fall to the ground. Let me just check. Medium damage. Okay. Literally just the very presence of the Holy Divine sort of shatter and fall apart, but you can still see the bits of glass starting to sort of twitch and start to sort of reform.
I've just got an image of the Spirit Guardian sort of like patting Thorin on the head.
It's 20. Okay. So yes, so that's happened before they can take any of their actions to happen first. So they are both down and crashed. Yay! In that case, we are end of that round. I'm just checking half eight. You guys want to do one more round and then call it for the night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say half eight. Okay, in that case, Thorin,
Oh.
you're up.
Right, so they've both gone black
Yeah,
again, haven't they?
they've both sort of collapsed and fallen into shards of glass that are trying to put themselves back together again.
Not what I wanted to do. Yeah.
So yes, you've got the big statue over here. I've got those things there. What you gonna do?
Yes, I could close the gap on the statue. So whilst the glass tappies are broken, I'm going to go marching over to the statue and be like, right, you, I've just about had enough of you causing my friends problems.
Where do you want to plonk yourself? Right, you'll need to be either the one above there or on the diagonal.
We'll go for that one.
It's a large creature. There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
So I just go marching up to it, giving it all that, and then just sort of like give it a good smacking
Go for it.
with the heirloom axe. I'm just like, right, I've had enough of you and your bullshit.
That's a hit. The second one isn't. So 10 points of damage.
Right, okay. Does at
Okay.
least give me a rough idea of what its hit threshold
Yeah.
armor
Yeah.
thing is.
So a real challenge, mostly because it's granite.
Yeah.
It's a little harder than that wall you headbutted through. Okay, you've got a scale to go against now. Yeah.
Now there's an idea. I wonder if I can headbutt it to death.
It doesn't even pay you any attention. It's just you go smack smack. It just goes. It's really intent on Arwen.
Maybe I won't try to break it with my head then, because I'll probably stove my own brain in.
Alvin there, like, this is not the sort of step on me I like.
Anything else you're doing?
Not right now. I think I'm going to be like sort of like when I realise it's not really paying much attention, it's going to be like, okay.
Okay, in that case, Cole.
Right.
He's running the fuck away.
Yeah.
Right. now is going to use his. Ooh. Sorry, I'm. Oof. Okay. Short bow
Mm-hmm.
to the thing.
Okay. Rolled a hit. Is a hit.
Lovely. Would it be a sneak thing because he's disengaged? He's hiding behind Valenia.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that's 19 plus 8.
27. Yeah.
Lovely. And part of my bonus action is crossbow expert.
Mm-hmm.
So I can use my short bow again.
If it was a crossbow.
Short bow
Oh,
isn't a crossbow.
So bonus action again is disengage and hide behind Valenia.
Okay.
Fucker.
Well, you have got these large stone benches and so there are plenty of other things rather than just being Valenia that you're hiding. Valenia, large as Valenia is not large enough for Cole to actually hide behind. If Cole's a halfling and a small creature, then yes. But no, they're both medium creatures. But yeah, there's he can tuck back behind the pillars, the stone
Okay.
stone pew that you got there. So that's no problem. Hope is next.
We're just trying to.
You're still down the.
I don't know.
Any attack you make will be at a disadvantage.
Yeah, but I'm still within touching range.
You'll be still with a disadvantage. I should have applied it last time. But could move to clamber up and then just sort of move behind it.
I'll clamber up and move behind it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
That was a noise.
I'm going to apply.
Overlapping control things for the. There you go. That's everything back where they should be.
As my bonus action, I'm going to apply Hunter's Mark to it.
Didn't know you had Hunter's Mark.
Yes, from my Fey touched.
Yes,
What I took.
that's right. Yes.
So.
Okay.
I've applied Hunter's Mark, so that's just 6 points of.
The extra on whatever you do when you
Yeah.
hit. Yeah.
I don't know how Hunter's Mark is.
Basically, it's extra damage when you hit something.
Right. I'm going to do.
Yeah, the body
Word
was
of
very
Radiance.
touched.
Okay. Not familiar with that one.
So. Oh, give me a minute. Let me just read it out. You utter a divine word, and burning radiance erupts from you. Each creature of your choice you can see within range must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or take 3d6 of damage. And it's radiance.
Okay.
Oh, what an idiot.
You've got stuff in your, haven't you?
Constitution save. Right. Let me just do
I
that.
have to try.
Okay, so that's 8. I'm planning 12. So that's 18 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. In that case, Arwen, you are next.
Yep, I have looked through my spell and see. I'm gonna quickly. That will catch that.
Oh, and could you make a religion check as well, please?
What?
Morgan.
Oh,
Sorry, yeah, Morgan. Yeah.
Okay.
just so the creature is. Oh, sorry. It is there, isn't it?
No, creature is.
Oh
there.
my god! Are you kidding me? It moved again on my screen.
I did shuffle it around, decide to move things out so I could bring Hope out of the
Hang
hole
on,
in the floor.
I'm
and
just gonna
maybe overlap with other
quickly
things.
refresh my screen again then. Sorry. D&D Beyond, not D&D, sorry, Roll20 really does not like me today. And again, it never does. Right, I have an idea, and I am an idiot for not realizing I had said thing. Yeah, who is? It's gonna catch those. I am going to use like I should have used from the. Because these things are magic, aren't they? We gathered our magic.
You presume it's a magic. Well, there is a magical effect, but whether it depends on what you're trying to do.
Because I'm
Yeah, magic,
thinking.
yeah.
Yeah, because I'm thinking. Space she's talking about. I see. Mind. I was just reading anti-magic, but I just realised it will just pop back into existence once so it's no longer within the sphere.
Hmm.
Well, I'm not so much of an idiot for not doing it. Instead,
No, and it's that thing of things you might have expected to be doing this morning when you first arrived in town. Fight a statue in a hidden temple.
yeah, like I said, because I do have anti-magic field, and I read up that it once it's cast, like it would just like the creatures will just come back once they're out of the sphere. So so that won't really do much in this case. Instead, I will. For my action, I'm going to cast Cure Wound myself.
Yeah.
At screw it. I'm gonna have to cast it at 6th level myself.
Okay. Call out to the gods to aid you in your time of need.
Ugh, I only recover 44 damage. That's fine. And then I'll bonk it with my spiritual weapon bonus. Spells. That would come in handy. That does not hit.
No. Yeah, just glances off, just ignores it completely.
Yeah. Yeah, then that's me, because I can't attack of opportunity.
Okay. In that case, Valenia, you are next.
Okay. So Valenia is going to. Valenia's being very tactical at the moment, which is unusual for Valenia. Where's it gone? She's going to use. If I could find it, where's it gone? Is it under class features? It's under class features. Where is it? I know it's here somewhere. I've literally just read it. Right, she's. I'm going to use Hunter's Sense.
Mm-hmm.
You can use this feature and immediately learn whether the creature has any damage immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities, and what they are.
Does it get a save against it?
Nope.
Okay, so say it again. When it gets.
Creature and magically discern how best to hurt it. As the action, choose the creature. Blah 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 blah. You immediately learn whether the creature has a damage immunity, resistance, or vulnerabilities, and what they are.
Okay. I will. I'll do some quick cutting and pasting as a.
That's fine. Yeah.
Let's see if it lets me do it. So I'll do. Slash whisper Valenia. And then. And then. There you go.
Oh, fucking hell. Well, fuck a doodle do.
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, Valenia suddenly goes quite pale.
Yeah, Valenia's just like, oh. And she just shouts out, just hit it harder! Okay, right. Right, okay. Shit. That's thrown everything out the window. Fuckity fuck.
But that's your action, okay?
That's my action. I'm just trying to work out what I've got as bonus. I'm just gonna cast lightning arrow on my bow as my bonus.
Okay.
So that's it. Which means I can't cast it
Right.
until the next time I fire my bow.
No problem. Okay. Right. The statue lashes out at Arwen.
Yeah, that's a hit.
45 points of damage. And then lashes out at Valenia. It has a 10-foot reach.
That's fine.
And misses you.
And misses.
You basically you duck back behind the pillar as it suddenly reaches out, and rather than trying to hit you with its fist, the kind of the wings that are part of its integral thing launches out with that and sort of just knocks chunks out of the pillar, sort of just by your head.
Okay.
Now for the comedy moment. The glass statues reassemble, stand up. The Guardian breaks them, but that's now done over 60 points of damage,
Yeah,
and it
so
is now
it's
discarded. So they're back down. No, one of them is down. The other one is up. So that one's got the marker, will stay down. That one's up. Let me just put that on.
Thing is, I can't help but look at those tokens, thinking they look like a naked Donald Trump.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for that.
I'm trying to work out how, but okay.
I don't want to think about it. No. I'll hit movement 30. Right.
You're welcome.
Thanks. I hate it.
It's been in my head since you brought them up, so I just thought I'd share.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Just double check hits. Oh. Okay. In that case, this wanders over, walks straight up to Cole. He's got blind sight, and takes a swing at him.
Of course, it's got blind sight.
What does that mean?
Have any time to sort of like duck behind Valenian?
Well, it's kind of implied in his arm class.
What does blindside mean?
Blind sight.
Blind sight.
It doesn't matter if you're invisible or anything. You can't hide from it.
Right.
It will literally see everything.
So 23, 20, so that's 8, so that's 10 points of damage from the first one because it rolled really badly on its actually critical. 17, is that a hit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he takes a grand total of 13 points of damage.
Okay.
You can do his reaction against one of those attacks.
It's fine.
Okay. And that is the end of the round. So we will pause there as a cliffhanger. With I was going to say all hell breaking loose, but that's really not quite what it is. Arwen is down.
No, he isn't.
Oh no, you're right. Sorry, no, I'd forgotten you dealed yourself.
No, Arwen's not down.
So Arwen is thanking his lucky stars. I think at this point that he did the healing. And yeah, it's kind of there's various chips and chunks that have been knocked out of it, but it's still looking horribly resilient. The glass golem thing has started trying to size Cole up, and just an average afternoon really for you folks.
Hope just getting well and truly ignored.
Yeah. It's just hitting all the wrong buttons for all the wrong reasons. It's literally looked at you, just gone and hit everyone else.
Kind of curious as to why.
So on that point, thank you all for an amazing session. We will continue this obviously next time, and I'll pass you back to Leah.
Thank you very much, Tim. Yeah. Good session, very good session. This is not what I was expecting today to go like, but hey, here we go. Oh dear. Yes. Moon, you're back tomorrow, aren't you?
Yes, with Destiny. Hopefully my computer will stop shitting itself.
Yeah.
We will see if it's a computer shits itself day or a game will run smoothly day. We will find out tomorrow, so stay tuned.
So yeah, thank you everybody for joining us tonight, or today. It's tonight now. Again, more of the same next week. You never know. We'll see what happens. And we are in very strange places, as the case may be. I wasn't expecting a sex cult today, but here we are.
To be honest, in D&D, I kind of expect this stuff by now.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of concerning that I do expect this stuff.
I do love the fact is that, Hope's parents are part of a sex cult, and Hope's somehow going sex and thanks.
So normally it's Joe saying Joe has taken 50,000 pages of notes. I've taken a page and a half today, which for me is a lot.
I've taken quite a few, but it's mainly Arwen freaking out about spiders and blaming Thorin about this whole fight.
So yeah, join the Moon tomorrow for Destiny.
Well, not just me. Joining with me, Leah, and Morgan.
And then Moon on Thursday for whatever happens. Probably more stealing of eyes.
It depends. It may be stealing eyes. It may be something else. Free play firstly. We never know what happens.
And we'll be back Friday with Destiny 2.
Yeah.
And then and then the same as we always do. And on that note, thank you everybody for today. Take meds, stay hydrated, get some sleep. Night everybody.
Night all.